YouTube, I need all of you clocking in at the art store today. Come on, I need my 5,000 art nerds working. I know some of you punched your cue card in late too. Where are we at with the Faber-Castell sponsorship? If I see any of you doing AI art, out. Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm luistewfour and I make art with colour pencils, mainly fantasy drawing. Lots of things happening in the next couple of weeks. Finally going to start the big graphite piece that I've been mentioning in every video. We're going to be using the Moleskine Sketchbook, but I'm going to cut the paper out of it because I just love this paper so much. It's so smooth, it's perfect for graphite. This is an A3 sketchbook, so we can get a decent sized drawing out of this. This drawing is mainly going to be focused on a lot of my world building, and it's essentially going to be a piece of art of a myth that takes place in this world. And I thought of a really cool idea. All the current timeline for my world will be in color pencils, and anytime I'm referencing like a myth or a legend or something in the past, it's going to be in graphite. And my thinking behind that is, in my world, maybe they didn't have access to color pencils until later on, but they had access to graphite.
Right.
Because we customized the front of this, it feels like a rite of passage to customize this one too. We might do that in the video, who knows, you'll have to stick around to see. Of course, we're always going to be drawing in the sketchbook too, so there's more of that to come. I want to flesh out some of my characters and some of these people that are existing in this world and how they look. This is probably like the last week I'm going to have at this art desk, so say goodbye. Do like a before and after on the art setups, because I'm going to have a lot more space in the new place, and I'm going to get some more storage systems because I'm just putting Posca pens in plant pots at the moment. So yeah, everyone clock in, it's time to make some art. So I know the sketches aren't very good, but I'm really trying to understand what my characters look like in my world, and I feel like it's going to be a mix between this and then this. Also, the camera stopped working, so I don't have a lot of footage of this. So I basically want it to be a little bit more realistic and not cartoony. Although I do love this style, I just need to lean into the realism a little bit more for the faces. Kind of just let my brain run around and figure it out as I went on. And I feel like I'm getting closer. When I did this piece, this is kind of the same style I'm trying to replicate every time, and it's really hard when you don't have it like ingrained into your brain. So I just have to keep on going and hope for the best. But I figured since I've done this page now, I'll draw the same person on this page in like some sort of scene with an animal, because a lot of my characters are going to be related to animals, and maybe I'll tell you why soon. Guys, I just tried this really cool thing where you basically look at your old artwork and realise how far you've come to give you more confidence going forward. I've got this folder here and it's stuff that I've done probably like 3-4 years ago. Bear with me, some of it might be terrible. But the first piece I saw was this painting, and if you know me, I don't really paint much or ever. It's something I really want to get into because I know it will just level up my art completely. Why am I not painting? Because this isn't that bad. So bear in mind, this was my second time painting. I actually don't think that's half bad. I know it's obviously in one colour, so it's a lot easier to deal with the colours. So that got me thinking, if old me can produce this piece of art, why can't new me do that? It's honestly just given me a ton of confidence. When I opened this up and saw that, I was like, wait, I should just be painting more, even if it's on like a small scale. And I think for me, going forward, the best thing for me to do is take a drawing that I've already coloured in with colour pencils or whatever, and then try and replicate that onto a canvas or in paint. So realistically, I'm not thinking of an idea, I'm not coming up with a composition, I'm not figuring out all the colours. Colours are already there. It's essentially doing a master study on my own work. That way I can get used to the actual practice of painting and the medium, the materials. And we have like unfinished art, like this is a Charizard drawing I was doing, and I was going to enter that into the illustration contest for Pokemon. I just didn't like it in the end anymore and kind of gave up. Yeah, but sometimes if I'm not enjoying that drawing, I'll just walk away from it, I'll move on with my life. These were bookmarks that I made. I'd never made this one because I just didn't like the body of the tiger. I thought it looked really goofy and weird. It didn't actually look right. But I ended up making this one. It was really cool and stylized. I made all this gold foiled. If you know me from Instagram or Etsy or whatever, I used to sell these. Don't sell them anymore because tariffs and selling art became really hard and annoying. See, and this here is like one of the biggest graphite pieces I've done, and why I want to do a bigger one. I think I must have done this around like 2021 or 2022. Yeah, this is why I want to do a graphite piece. I don't think I'm that bad at graphite. I thought that was really cool, and it just makes me yearn to do some more graphite pieces. And there was this really cool postcard-sized drawing of a dragon. This won me a contest, and I won a drawing tablet on Instagram. I actually really like the atmosphere that I've built up here, and I think looking at this piece has inspired me for my next big graphite piece. So yeah, I don't know if you have it, but I have sketches in here that I've just never thought of doing again. I saw it through to the final sketch stage and just gave up on it. Sometimes an idea, until I get to that stage and I'm just like, oh, I don't really want to fulfill this idea that I think is bad. Maybe people don't think it's bad, but if I feel like I'm not wanting to trudge through the process of creating a piece of art, then what's the point? I was in my skull phase a lot back in the day. Skulls were really fun to draw with colour pencils. Also, it was like my safety net. You know, when people are like, oh, that's my comfort thing to draw. For some reason, skulls were my comfort thing to draw. It's a bit weird, but and I just have like a random drawing of a person. Like, I never really drew people because it always scared me. Just a tree going through a woman for some reason. This makes me feel so good. I'm so much more confident drawing now, and I feel like anyone's in a creative rut, just go back to like the stuff you used to make and see how far you've come, because it's like free dopamine. Like, I'm obviously scared of drawing people, but I still did it, which makes me think I was much more confident back then. So like, where's that confidence gone? It just hasn't gone. I've still got it, so I can just push all that negative shit aside and just carry on doing it. Like this piece, I thought it's really cool. I was just drawing like a square for Instagram, so it'd fit on like a nice post size back in the day when Instagram was just square. And I really like my use of colour, and looking at these pieces now, I'm like, I need to get that back because I've like lost that along the way. Or there was some really cool techniques that I used to use that I just don't use anymore. I have this really cool Rayquaza. It was like the first time I drew Pokemon. I got decent at drawing, and I was like, I really want to draw some of the stuff I would have loved to have drawn in a good way when I was a kid, but I want to do it now because I've got the skill level. So I just started doing that, drawing shit I liked. I'm pretty sure I drew Digimon as well, and you know, that sort of shit just healed my inner childhood. It felt good. But a little peek into the past, that's made me feel so much better about myself and confident. I'm still on the journey. I've still got so much more to do, so many more drawings to make. I always think like I haven't made enough, and then I look at a folder like this and I'm like, damn, I'm good. I'm good. I just need to keep creating. Guys, do you remember that part of the video where I said I was going to start the big sketchbook piece? Well, I've moved house, and turns out moving house is a lot of fucking effort, and I'm not going to have time to do much this week. I'll get back to work on Monday. It's Sunday right now. I don't really have any more time to draw this week, and there's just stuff everywhere, so I need to sort my new setup out. Why not show you guys my new art setup, because I'm going to change a bunch of things, and I've added new storage. Try and make my life when doing art a little bit easier. This is the current setup. I can't really do anything, but my girlfriend's stuff is going to be this side. She's going to be right in here. Okay, so this is pretty much what we're working with now. It's very similar to my old setup in my apartment, but I don't have too much space, but I think this is super cool because I've got all this light coming in, so I don't actually need to pick a side because I'm left-handed, where normally the shadow stops me drawing. But yeah, let me show you around. So it's a bit of a tight squeeze, but this is essentially like everything I'm using on a daily basis with art. To get a new plant pot for this because I'm running out of space. I still got all my like pretty things up here. I've managed to add a plant and a light, so when it's winter and it's dark, I can actually see. I have all of this stuff, which is like tape and rulers. This is all for setting up my art. And then I've got a couple gel pens in there as well, some brushes, and then that's just extra storage and a microphone down there, and then skull. I'll keep all my sketchbooks below here, and then any other random miscellaneous stuff that goes here. I've got these drawers which are full of my old prints that I don't know what to do with when I had my Etsy shop. At the moment it's looking a little bit awkward sticking there, and I'm going to get my feet trapped, so I want that clear. The idea is to have shelves all up here, and we have a really nice view here of the garden. AstroTurf is very stinky, and I will be changing that bird feeder here as well, which hopefully I can train birds to come here, so when I'm sat doing art I can see the birds. I'm really trying to stick to the 2-week schedule that I have for myself because I don't want to break the consistent cycle I'm in, but it's proven to be really difficult, so sorry if this video is a little bit lackluster this week. Honestly, when you move house you just forget how much stuff you have, and I really wanted to make my art setup really nice before I actually sat down to draw on it, so I might just have to stick to Sketchbook sessions for the video. We will be working on bigger pieces soon, and what a place to do it in. Right, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I have some more time to get all this art set up, sorted properly. It's kind of a work in progress at the moment. I think it's pretty cool, and it's actually so nice drawing in here because I get a lot of natural light from the windows and the big doors. So if you do enjoy these sort of art vlogs and art videos, make sure you like and subscribe. And once again, we'll see you in the next one.